Begin by removing the left and right under trays in order to gain access to the tunnel brace. Next, we'll remove the back half of the exhaust. Support the exhaust, then undo the two middle clamps. Remove the exhaust hangers on either side of the rear differential and at the rear mufflers. This car has had the rear mufflers removed. A stock vehicle will still have the mufflers and will use both hangers on each side of the car. Using an extra set of hands, remove the back half of the exhaust. Remove the tunnel brace from the car. Unbolt and remove the heat shield sitting above the center muffler. You will now have access to the driveshaft carrier. Make a cut on either side of the bottom of the carrier frame. Then cut the loose piece away with a razor blade. Unbolt the carrier from the car. Cut the rest of the carrier frame away from the bearing. And remove the frame from the car. Now cut the excess rubber hanging off the center of the bearing until it's flush with the base layer of rubber, but keep the base layer of rubber intact. Clean up as needed. Your bearing should look like this when you're done. To install the new carrier, take the top half with the bushing in it and slide it over top of the bearing with the text facing the front of the vehicle. Then bring the bottom half up to meet it and connect the two together using the provided Allen bolts. As you tighten the bolts, switch back and forth from left to right so the bolts don't bind in the holes. To mount it to the car, take a provided shoulder bolt, fender washer, and isolation damper facing up, go up through the carrier, add another isolation damper facing down, and your small gold washer on the very top. Loosely thread that into the car. Repeat these steps on the other side. Bolt, fender washer, isolation damper facing up, through the carrier, another damper facing down, and the small washer on top. Tighten both bolts to the car, reinstall your heat shield, exhaust, tunnel brace, and under trays, and your installation is complete.